ask this question. What keeps Rwandan bankers up at night? Is it regulation? Is it competition? Is it Bitcoin? Is it navigating or is it navigating the fact that the vast majority of their potential customers are often much too poor to partake in the banking system?
Great question and an interesting way to start. I don't think I was expecting you to start there in the deep end. Um, Probably three things I would say that keep us up, or at least keep me up at night. Number one is cybersecurity. Just never knowing where you're going to be hit as a bank. And obviously, we have built systems to protect ourselves, but you just never know. You know,
Have you been hit
tech.
before?
No, as BPR, at least since our merger, and since I have been in the position of managing director, we have had frauds here and there, but I wouldn't say they were cybersecurity hits. But it is a real risk that we sit with. And with the advances, you just never know where it will come from. So that's a real risk that keeps me up at night. Number two would be credit, because we have invested at least 90% of our capital into credit, lending to what we believe are productive sectors. But you're not in control of what might go wrong, So credit risk and the fact that we have some large exposures that you just don't know where,
When you say exposures, what do you mean?
Exposures means, what we have lent out to borrowers. So the beauty about it is, and what I really love about regulation, is that regulations are there to protect you. So we have a regulation that sets a cap of 25% of our core capital going to one single borrower. So we're protected by the fact that even when you get a loan going bad, it won't be to such a large extent because there's a limitation on how much we have lent. But the fact that anything could happen and you lose your money and have to take provisions and have to write a credit loss, that's another area that really keeps me up at night. I would say the third thing is around people and the challenge we have around talent and how much, we have in a few places exposure to a limited scale of talent that you worry that, if I lose one or two or three people, what's the continuity of my business or continuity of our operations? Would we be able to grow at the pace that we're growing, or could there be something that would limit our growth?
That sounds really scary because, then what happens, right? You lose your head of credit, for example. Then what?
I mean, this is where succession planning comes in. I spend probably most of my time discussing two main things, in addition to business growth, because really my success is measured on how much I'm able to grow the business, the BPR business. But two things that I spend a lot of my time on is technology and digital transformation, because technology is moving very fast. And so I need to make sure that we're making the right investments in technology that will propel the bank to the next level. But the number two thing is around talent. How do I position the bank to attract the best talent, grow them? Because I would also hate that, you attract talent into BPR and then they stagnate. You want to see people growing. So making the right investments to attract, retain, and grow talent, well knowing that the competition is quite tight and the landscape of talent is limited. So the good talent that I have are always a risk. So how do I make sure that they're always incentivized to continue with BPR?
When we spoke earlier, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about AI and what AI could do to transform banking.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about, okay, we're in a market that, say, does not have as many analysts as you would like, as many people who can understand numbers the way maybe perhaps you do. Do you see AI? One, do you use AI in your, as a banking tool beyond, just checking your emails for spelling errors and whatnot? Are you looking at AI as a possible replacement for talent? Because one of the larger conversations that we're having that are happening globally is how AI is going to change entire industries. Yeah. And someone actually said that the only job that might survive AI is plumbers, people who fix toilets. So bankers, lawyers, artists, they might be jobs that don't survive.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We, I think, are late into the AI story.
We as Rwandan bankers or
generally
BPR?
Rwandan bankers, but also specifically for BPR, because we have only now developed our AI policy to identify the areas where we're going to apply AI. And for me, there are quite a number of areas that we expect disruption, serious disruption. Will it be in the short term? I think we still have time, to be honest.
You think so? How many?
I
how
believe
much more?
so.
How many more years?
I won't put a year to it, but I think it's going to be more. There's going to be a sequence to it. I believe that with the customer interaction, we still have customers that want to interact with human beings. So the relationship management part, we're not seeing that moving as quickly. But then on the back end, there's a lot of services that the bank offers that I believe AI will replace very, very quickly. Credit making decisions, for example.
Yeah.
There's really no reason why you need to have an analyst reviewing documents, right? There's no reason why you need to have somebody in operations pushing papers, passing transactions. Those are areas where there's an immediate opportunity to
Customer
introduce
service as well, I think.
Customer service as well. But like I said, I mean, and I might be speaking from a place of justifying why we still have the largest branch network. So probably if you asked a different bank MD, the answer might be different. But from our own experience, yes, we're coming from a place where we had 156 branches at the time of the merger. We have 73 now. We still have a lot of walk-ins. We still have a lot of our customers, I guess because most of our customers are not that tech savvy. They still want to interact with people to a point that we actually get pushback when we close a branch. And obviously we replace that with agency banking. Agents are also humans. So that interaction is still happening. So customer service, yes, they will be replacing of people with AI. On the back end is where I see immediate opportunities around operations, credit, risk analysis, and risk mitigation. Those are areas that are definitely going to be replaced with artificial intelligence.